I don't know whereabouts in the film sequence this is going to pop out. I've got lots of little films to show you to catch up on. Anyway, we've had a new arrival. Ooh, look at this. Just faint, isn't it? Just faint. Look what's arrived. Wow, look. It's a GTD. Greenfield Tap and Die. And it's got this on it, which is quite rare. You don't see them very often. It's quite rare. It's got the correct handle. Needs cleaning. That's the thing with it. Needs a good scrubbing and a cleaning, which isn't a bad thing. Little Giant. Greenfield Tap and Die. A bit of a mix of. We'll see what comes out of there. TGG, Little Giant, TGD, GTD, Greenfield Tap and Die Corporation. Yeah, and look, this is a GTD handle Greenfield. Wow, number 5. The handle is in here with it. So we've got the box, we've got the label, we've got these that need a scrubbing, and we've got these. Now, you've seen these before, haven't you? This is before, this is pre-cleaning. This hasn't come from my usual little man. You may have seen this on Steve on Tools channel. He picked it up. It's about working together, understanding each other, picking stuff up for each other. He saw this. He thought, oh, Reggie's into taps and dies. Oh, he bought it. He knows that he would move it on to me. And I would buy it every day, every minute of every second of every minute of every day of every month of every year. Yeah. To add to the collection. Or I don't think I'll use it as spares even. I'll find, I might make it up that way. Yeah, now, I have got, you have seen this before. I'm not showing you the same thing again because I've got, again, you know the rule in this house, in this workshop. If you've got one, you've got to have 2. If you've got 2, you've got to have 4. If you've got 4, you've got to have, now this is what I had previously, which is much of the same set. Obviously I have the wrong handle in it here, but this one is a Wells Brothers. This is a Little Giant, so this is older than that set. That set's just slightly younger. This is just slightly older, but it's much the same. It's the same box with the curve in the top here. It's the same tools inside, even down to this, which is, they're pretty, you know, they don't always pop up, do they? Pretty rare. The Wells Brothers Company, Greenfield, Massachusetts, before Greenfield Tap and Die Corporation. Yeah, slightly older, but again, I haven't got the right handle. I haven't yet found the right handle. And the same handle fits in the same thing. Look, that's a Greenfield. Whenever you see this shape, it stands out a mile. You see them straight away. So I'm looking for one of those. But this one belongs in that box because it's a Greenfield Tap and Die Corporation box. That belongs in there. So I'm still sort of looking, and we'll find eventually the right piece to go in there. So it's been a bit slow on the old taps and dies, hasn't it? It's like that. You land on loads of them when you've got no money, or you don't land on any of them at all. They're just it's the part of the fun of the chase, of finding and landing on them. Yeah, so little film to add on somewhere, and probably on a Saturday Mosh film. So we're continuing on the lock. You've seen this, blah blah blah. You've seen this one, blah blah blah. However, there's a new one, arrived with a surprising sort of add-on to it. This is a 4. Look at this. Wow. Amazing. Clever, isn't it? This is a one that splits into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, with this being the major part. And you know, you'd think that that wouldn't have much holding on it, sort of thing. You'd think they would drop out. But they're surprisingly, look, you'd think they would just simply drop out or be able to pull apart, but they're not pulling apart. And you know, let's come up another few. There we are. That's the point where they come apart. There. Let's pull that back apart. But the fun is in making it, isn't it? The fun is in making it. And again, weld to the plate, cut through the back of the plate. Yeah, but what I found really interesting is, something worth thinking about. This one, obviously it's been rounded off slightly to make it more comfortable in the hand. But how do you stop that nut from falling off, going missing, blah, blah, blah? Well, see what it is? It's a pop rivet in a hole. It's a washer. So the washer stops that from coming off. But how do you secure the washer? And yeah, you put a screw on it. Now, it's right when you think about it. Now let's hold on. Let's have a look at a pop rivet. Hold on. Oh, here's a pop rivet. And a pop rivet works on the principle that this shaft here is stronger than that material there. So as you pull the rivet in, it deforms this softer material, which backs up behind the plate if you're putting one behind another, and to the point that it won't deform no more, and then this then snaps off, which works between 2 plates. That's how you do them, put them together. But it's the same principle here. You could just stick a pop rivet in the blind hole and it would deform this metal to such a point where it won't deform no more, and it's jammed harder than the shaft, the resistance on the shaft is, then it snaps the shaft off, doesn't it? So, yeah, it's not necessarily that you have to put 2 pieces of metal together to make the pop rivet work. This would work just as efficiently in a hole, and that's what's happened here. Look, he's just drilled a hole in here, drilled a hole in there, put a pop rivet in it, put the pop rivet in, pull the pop rivet gun, deform the material until it can deform no more, which jams itself up against the sides of the hole, which then gives enough resistance to snap the pin that pulls through. It's the same thing, isn't it? And I hadn't thought of that. So you don't have to be pop riveting 2 materials together. You can just pop rivet something in a hole, and that's created a top for that. Hadn't really sort of thought about it, or I don't think I would have ever thought about putting a pop rivet just in a blind hole. If I put a pop rivet, I've always thought you have to have 2 materials going together to make a pop rivet work. But obviously, when you think about it, it worked just as good by just putting a pop rivet in a hole. Yeah. Clever, isn't it? That's a good thought, that is. And that's good and secure on there. That's one way of making sure that nut isn't going to escape. You're not going to lose the nut. And once you've lost the nut, you've lost the usefulness. Okay, it's a nut. You can find another nut and put on it. But how much of a nuisance and an inconvenience is that whenever this might be? So, yeah, really, that's where the cut is there. Well, really, it doesn't have to be the last minute secure look. Give it another half a turn. You'd think these would fall out, wouldn't you? But they've got a mighty good grip. Obviously shut is shut, and you expect that to have a good grip. But what was surprising was how long they'll hang on before they separate. Yeah. Cracking idea. Thank you, Steve. That was fantastic, that was. Doing catch-up film, there's a box of freebies. Again, thank you, Steve from On Tools. We had a box of freebies, little 12-volt lights, inner lights. Look, and they do work. Amazing little strip lights, and look, the little bulbs to go with them. Wow. Spare bulbs, which is a treat and a half. Yeah, wow. This has come, obviously it's brand new, still in the grease. I reckon it says LDV. Look, it's an LDV, so I'm guessing, no, what does that say? I guess probably a bottom joint or something. The pin is still there. There's a few bits and pieces, lovely washers to go with it, a couple of grease nipples, and this brand new, unused. Somebody with a Sherpa van is off the road because he can't get a pin, and I've got the pin. I don't know, off some sort of suspension component, I guess. Yeah, off an LDV van. Anyway, that was the part number of it. It was off it. But you know, it's funny. You know how you give something away because you don't use. Somebody asked me, I give one away, and then I had two back in return. Look, it's odd, isn't it? I meant to have spare 50mm toe balls. 50mm, look, on the back, on the top. I don't do towing anymore, but you know, I meant to have them. I gave away sort of my last one, and lo and behold, another two have turned up. So obviously I meant to have spare toe balls for some time in the future. A couple of nice Allen key head screws with lovely penny washers on them. Oh, you might even rob the penny washers out of that. A couple of curtain rail clips type things. Odds and sods in there. Yeah, springs ready to go. What springs are they? Springs off something being stripped off. So anyway, you can never not have spare springs for a job or a mission or a tech screws. Fantastic. And lovely jars, aren't they? Lovely jars. What are these? Oh, Allen keys, Allen bolts, bit of WD-40 in the jar, on the shelves. Oh, some yeah, we got a whole box of these, haven't we? They go with the rest of the what are they called, raw bolts. Yeah, and it all adds up. You keep bringing them in, keep saying thank you very much, keep all set of darts, keep doing that, and then all of a sudden you've got a big selection. What are these tile things? You know, we do tiling, don't do tiling, but it might come in one day. I've got a jar of them, so they've got to go in the stores, haven't they? What are these? Oh, glow plugs. I don't know. Is that a strong tip? Don't know. Somebody might be stuck for something, or a glow plug. But these are these diesel. You know, you got to warm it first. These glow red hot, and then you fire your diesel. that's what they are. What we got here? Oh, a little connection rope, always handy. A little connection rope, a little hook either side. Yeah, the hook you could rob if you needed to, if you wanted to put on a bigger or a different rope. I think a little tow rope. We've got a couple of hydraulic connections. Yeah, that's a good one. Like an extension almost, a female this end and a male that end. But I mean, look at this joint. They just unscrews. You could put whatever you wanted on there. Here again, hydraulic. That's why hydraulic. This could be air, this one. Yeah, this could be an air connection, possibly a heavy duty air connection. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I don't know. That's more of a truck connection, isn't it? Some sort of extension for the truck. Well, blimey. Oh, do you know what we can do? Do you know that lock we got? We might test that lock now on this, and I might show you how it works. Show you how it works. The trailer lock works on it. Right. Oh, that's interesting. A couple of nuts and bolts. These go the back of the toe and the bracket. These are the good towing bracket bolts. These go through there. Oh, here's a toe bracket, a Bulldog. This was an anti-sway system. You had a Bulldog anti-sway bar, so that clipped into there. This went behind there. Look, this bolted onto there, and then the sway bar went in there. Haven't seen one of them in ages. Will be some key to open. I'm guessing some sort of telecom or some key type thing. That's almost like a test rig, isn't it? Like a bulb thing. A bulb thing, but made of metal. Yeah, that is metal, isn't it? Two of them. Interesting. Oh, bars. Always handy, always useful. How many locks can we make? Oh, that's giving us an idea now, isn't it? Shall we upgrade them bolts into these bars? The thing with the bar, it's nice and slippery, isn't it? To go in and out stuff, yeah. Oh, they're very useful, yeah. What we got? Little box H, cut up to tube. Fantastic. What do we got here? Oh yeah, a little extension. Yeah, little cigarette lighter extension thing. Another thing that goes behind the tow bar. That's where you put your 7-pin plug or a 5-pin plug thing in it. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, look at this. A load of seals. Blimey. Load of new crankshaft seals or any sort of shaft seals. Wow, they're if you were looking and you were stuck or you'd killed your own seal, it'd be a bit of a fluke if you could find the right one, but you might be lucky. This sort of pot is the pot that you never use until one day you do use it and it saves you. It's that sort of a pot, isn't it? It lives in the cupboard of doom, in the bottom of in the bottom drawer of the bottom cupboard in the bottom doom. But one day might just be exactly what you're looking for. Damn, I've knackered the seal. Damn, this seal's gone. I haven't got another one. Where are we going to get one? Well, actually, I've got a box full of seals. I wonder, of a similar sort of size. I wonder if one of these will do. And it might just save your neck, mightn't he? Motorcraft. Motorcraft, are they still going? Motorcraft. Anyway, yeah. You want to have everything, don't you? quality engine parts. You might just be lucky one day. Someday in the future. Yeah. So, yeah, all donations gratefully received. And the thing is, maybe anybody else, not being a hoarder, I mean collector, I mean enthusiast, I mean hoarder, would have thrown these away, wouldn't they? This would have gone in. We've saved these from the bin, and there's only one person, or one. The future knows what it's going to do, but we don't know what it's going to do. And sometime in the future, just maybe, this is fated to be here to get us out of the deep doo-doo, because there's a seal gone somewhere on something and this fits. Who knows? Or the number matches. And, oh yeah, this is what we're looking for. What's the number on that? And it matches what we want. Who knows? We don't know. But that's part of the fun, isn't it, of being a collector, enthusiast, hoarder. Don't say that word. We are a collector. We are enthusiasts. We're not hoarders. Mad people.